Welcome to the Dental Implant Practices podcast, where each episode will explore how to integrate dental implants into your practice and into bone, with your host, Dr. Philip Gordon.
Welcome back to another episode of the Dental Implant Practices podcast. I'm your host, Philip Gordon, and today we are going to be talking about the Dental Implant CE for the general dentist. Today's title is the Best Dental Implant Continuing Education CE for a General Dentist, the Dental Implant MBA online course, and my other top recommendations. I want to start off this topic because I get asked a lot, what are the best dental implant courses for a general dentist to take to learn implantology? I usually tell people to take everything they can. However, there may be a time and a place that makes sense for some courses more than others. I would first like to look at with people what you already know and what your desires are as a general dentist. Then also, let's start with a little analysis of your current abilities and the current state of your practice as well. I'd like to look into a little philosophical approach to this and look at if what you're doing now isn't working, then perhaps it's time for something else. Not necessarily a new job or a new city, but perhaps a different story. A story about possibility and opportunity. A story about connection and growth. Bootstrapping your way to a new story in the dental world is one of those difficult things you'll ever do. Your current story was built randomly over time and is the result of local interactions and difficult lessons. But if that story isn't getting you where you want to go, then what's in it for you? What if we search for a new inspirational story instead? A story that helps us cause the change we seek to make in ourselves and in the world. And let's also feel good doing it. If you can't solo bootstrap, it's time to get some help and install a new story. It's worth the effort. Perhaps the new story for you is dental implantology. So let's look at some new things out there. There's a whole new set of rules out there in the marketplace, and it turns out the gatekeepers are not as powerful as they used to be. The rules have fundamentally shifted. The gatekeepers don't have as much power and leverage as they used to. So anybody can break into implantology. It's just a matter of do you desire enough to do it. Do something that yourself 5 years from now will thank you for. Try investing your time and money into new technology and new skills that will better yourself in the future. The biggest obstacle to your success is in your head. We've been taught and told for years not to go near the edge, near the fringe. But the fringe is where the success is at. It's time to pick yourself. It's time to write your own story. It's time to pick a better path, and its time has never been better than now. If you're not willing to pick yourself, then who will? Dare to be something great. It's easier to make products and services for the customers you already serve than it is to find new customers for your products and services. This is why adding and expanding implantology services is so useful to your practice. What I'm going to show you isn't the easy get-rich tricks, but there is a better way to success, and the steps are well lit. Let me guide you down that path together. Let's jump into a little story that I find quite inspiring. In 1519, Cortez set the sail to Veracruz, Mexico with his crew. Upon arrival, Cortez's men became weary and scared, with hopes of turning back home to their old, comfortable, secure life. As the legend has it, Cortez had the men burn their ships, leaving no option but to continue forward. Their ability to retreat to their previous way of life was gone. Their safety net had been removed. The ship's fire allowed and forced Cortez's men to complete their mission and be part of something greater than themselves. Burning our ships means there's no turning back to old habits and old ways of thinking and acting. In dentistry, we struggle with all kinds of different physical, mental, emotional battles. To allow great change in our lives and our practice, we must find the root problem of those struggles, our own ships that can be so tempting to sail back on, but let's burn them instead. What challenges await for you on the other side of the journey? And when you get there, will you turn back or will you burn your ships and press on? Embrace the tension and make change. Where you are now is fine, but where I will take you and where we'll go together is better. The only way to get to better is to leave fine behind, and we can't get there without tension. You might not come along and you might be disappointed, but if you don't come along, you also might miss out. You'll be stuck with the status quo, and if you're interested, you're welcome to seek out something better with us. Look for fear and lean into it and grow. Do work that matters for people who care. The cost is only your own sweat, your effort, and your care. Now let's get back to a little CE talk. I know that's the title of this. I wanted to talk a little bit about CE courses for implantology for the general dentist. My recommendation for dental implant CE becoming proficient in implant dentistry is to take multiple paths over a long period of time. For a business course with an emphasis on how to develop, market, and master your implant practice, I recommend the Dental Implant MBA online course that I've created. It's going to walk you through all the challenges of starting, growing, and mastering your implant business within your dental implant practice. You can find these courses at www.dentalimplantmba.com. And also check out my new mini marketing course, www.dentalimplantfunnel.com. It's a one-day marketing plug-in to install overnight, plug-and-play marketing campaign that will help you deliver success. So check out for those seminars coming up soon. Those are the best business courses because, in my opinion, I've been marketing implant dentistry for 5 to 10 years on my own, and I've found that nobody does it better than you. So you have to care about your demographic, learn from your mistakes, and press on. So take my MBA course, do your homework, and let's do something together. For a short weekend course to see if implant dentistry is even something you're interested in, if you're a beginner to implants, I say go to Glidewell Dental and look at their dental implant restorative driven approach. It's basically kind of a 101 course from Glidewell. And then also look at Implant Direct 101 course teaching out of Las Vegas. The Glidewell course is out of Irvine, California. The Implant Direct course is out of Las Vegas. They're both West Coast, but I think they're both good introductory to implantology courses. You learn all the verbiage, learn whether or not this is something you see yourself doing, and at least get some good CE at a good cost. After you find out dentistry is right for you, implant dentistry is right for you, or you have the love and the desire, it might be more time now for a comprehensive and complete training in implant dentistry with surgical training. These are more continuum-based courses. For these, I recommend the Implant Pathway with Justin Moody. This is a 4-session online, 2 live teaching, and then 1 live patient comprehensive continuum type education. I think it's going to take the biggest amount of material science, prosthetics, and deliver it within a shorter, more consumable package, and I believe is the best implant training there is for beginners. I'm also faculty on this and help teach the session 4, but I've taken the course personally on the recipient and now on the teaching side, and I can tell you it's the best implant training there is on the market nowadays, and I strongly encourage you to look them up. They are at implantpathway.com. For a longer, more in-depth continuum and implant credentialing with the AAID, I recommend a MaxiCourse. The AAID American Academy of Implant Dentistry MaxiCourses can be found at www.AAIDMaxiCourse.com, and these take specific topics and break them down very deeply and dive into a mastery level for implant dentists, restoring and surgical both. This is a 12-month continuum with 1 course per month, and they are found throughout the country. Obviously, there are some courses that are more closer to home and or different levels of surgical and developmental training. So find a resource that works for you. I've taken an AAID MaxiCourse and say it is a top-notch, first-class type of training and recommend all implant dentists look into those. For a comprehensive, all-online, inclusive depth of knowledge course, I recommend the DentalXP Mastership. This is found at www.implantfellowship.dentalxp.com. This is with the Salama brothers, but they've also brought in a lot of big names to teach a implant mastery fellowship online. This is the most bang for your buck that you can get for implant knowledge and is a very challenging, rigorous course, but will leave people with top-level science-based implantology that's relevant and current, up-to-date. So check out the DentalXP Mastership. Definitely something you can do for home so it doesn't take travel or time out of your practice. And I couldn't recommend this more for anybody looking to strengthen their knowledge base in implantology. There are also tons of other courses for many other specific procedures. We don't have time for all of those today. There's obviously courses for sinus lifts, for bone blocks, for suturing, for perio, for all kinds of mastery level skills. But I think these are the basics that people are interested in learning. And then once you get out and master your business, your basic implantology, and strengthen your credentialing, I think then it's time for maybe specific implantology courses. I'm always available for my consulting to offer up and or just to give you my opinion. So glad to be talking with you today about dental implant CE. I hope you know what's on your path, and I hope you're on a journey with me as well to learn all we can about dental implantology. It's been great listening to you. Be sure or talking to you guys. I'm glad you hopefully have something good here to listen to. Be sure to go check out my new online courses at www.dentalimplantmba.com and at implantfunnel.com. I've got either online courses and or marketing courses that may help you develop your clinical, marketing, and prosthetic skills. Please continue to listen to the podcast. I appreciate your support and hope to meet you all out there soon. Take care. Bye-bye.